How do you describe to folks you're just meeting the problem at a high level that you are now trying to solve in your career?
I have a passion for electric vehicles, and I have done since, well, back in the days when I was fixing the chargers for the milk floats in England. Back then it was a job. I
For
had no idea I was going to form a career out of it 40, 50 years later. But
for the milk floats, you said?
yeah, milk floats. These are they're electric carts, and they still go around the UK right now, delivering milk at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and they're electric because they're silent, because you don't want to hear an internal combustion engine start up and stop, start up and stop. So they use electric vehicles, and they have done since the war in the UK.
I did not
So
know this.
so my family business was fixing the chargers for when these came back, these fleets in the
Wow. Okay.
depots.
Okay. So you had a
So
passion for EVs back since the day of doing this work with your family business.
it's
Hmm.
absolutely. And then I came to the US in a rock and roll band, which we'll talk about in a little while.
We
But
will.
and then I answered an RFP, a request for proposals, on does anybody know about electric vehicle chargers? Well, of course, from my teens working with the family business, I stuck my hand up. I just got out of the music business at the time.
Yeah.
Stuck my hand up, so to speak, answered the RFP, and lo and behold, we won. Well, I was selected from 2000 to be part of 20 in Southern California, which was, oh my gosh, it was a great thing at the time that, I was really
Yeah.
excited about it.
You installed the very first EV1 charger in California, right?
That's right. Yeah. The mayor of Newport Beach. And
No
so,
way.
so check this out, Nico. I was doing, because of the rock and roll business, they put me doing installations for the movie stars. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, yeah. So did a bunch of movie stars, and then another RFP came out, and that's where the birth of EV Connect came up, and myself and some partners got together, answered another RFP. But going back to the problem that we're solving, the EVs have got a bad rap right now. The electric vehicles, a lot of people that I bump into, they say EVs will never take off because there's not enough chargers. And the chargers that are out there are not working. So it's easy for me, when I see a challenge and a problem like that, the first thing I want to do is form a business. That's my entrepreneurial hat comes on. And I want to form a business to make that problem go away.
I mean, I've seen numerous iterations of your instinct to form a business, and honestly, when you sold Pronto, which was an excellent exit to Enphase, I thought that's it. He's done. He's gonna retire to Seal Beach. He's gonna hang out and play his guitar on his front porch and watch the sunset. But you started this company, Skill Fusion. So introduce us to Skill Fusion and why it's going to help solve this issue that EVs have a bad rap.
So Skill Fusion it's a software company. It's a digital learning platform, whereby what we want to do is bring talent into the electric vehicle industry so that we can solve the problem of EV chargers not working, and also meeting this 97% uptime guarantee. So, Nico, you've been in the solar industry for decades. And
Hmm.
back in the day, we had, I think it was like a 98, was it, percent uptime guarantee that we had to, stand
For the
by.
projects, yeah.
And
Hmm.
yeah, as an O&M company, we had a
Right.
98% uptime guarantee, which meant if the sun's up, the system's got to be operable. Well, the
Yeah.
EV industry has come out with a 97%. And basically we're not hedging that right now. I mean, we're getting, I hear numbers of 25 to 30% of the EV infrastructure is either unreliable or non-operable. Um, so I wanted to do something about that.
So upwards of 30% of the current EV infrastructure is inoperable or suboptimized.
Yes, exactly, suboptimized. So I wanted to
Okay.
do something about that. And how could I do it? I'd already, uh, you know, formed a company with the Uber-like app, which
Yeah.
was 365 Pronto, where a technician could receive a ticket based on the condition of a smart device. What we didn't do at Pronto was train the individual and bring them to the market. And there were, I think there's something like 680,000 electricians, licensed electricians across the United States, that need to be educated that there is a future in
Hmm.
renewables. And
Yeah.
for Steel Fusion, we wanted to address the electric vehicle part of the renewable sector.
What solutions exist as you surveyed the landscape?
First off, I'd like to say we were the only ones doing what we're doing. That's always, good for any entrepreneur to say. But this training solutions are the number one, how someone can get involved if you're an electrician
Hmm.
or if you have no experience at all. The solution is getting trained, certified, and compliant to work on this. Again, you've been in the solar industry for decades, and anybody wanting to get into that there is there's a component to training in doing so.